All right, welcome once again to a new episode of the Zibby Show podcast. My name is Zibby, and I've got a special guest today in the studio. Her name is Enigma Ogbevi.
So that's Zibby's voice when she's in a very happy mood, and I'm glad to be here on Zibby's podcast today.
So Enigma, this is the first time we're recording together, and I'm absolutely thrilled to have it. But we need to get down to the business of the day.
Definitely.
The business of the day, which to some people might be a bad business, or maybe was it?
Well, if you're wondering what we're talking about Wizkid. Wizkid. He's one of Nigeria's biggest singers.
Right.
And he's really young. You know, this is the time where you really exert yourself as an entertainer if you are doing music. So for some time now, Wizkid has been doing that. And he's been on the news lately too, Zibby.
Yes, he has been in the news for some good and bad reasons. In fact, just a few days ago, he got into a bit of a spat with popular Nigerian blogger Miss Linda Ikeji. Some bad words were thrown back and forth across the pair. And Wizkid did not come up particularly good in that incident, but then neither did Linda.
Oh, well, then again, moving on to this one, we're wondering, is it good or is it bad? Because Wizkid got on the news again, and we thought, wow, okay, after what seemed to be a loser, or him being a loser on the Linda's spat, we just thought, okay, him being on Drake's track that drops all of a sudden would be a very good thing.
Right.
So this is what happened. Drake dropped a single from his forthcoming album, and the single is titled One Dance, featuring Wizkid and
Kayla.
Okay, so we thought that that was just going to, take away all the unpleasantness of the Linda Ikeji issue.
Right.
Only for us to listen to the song, and
we have no words. Or actually, we have a lot of words. Okay. So when you hear of a collabo with one of Nigeria's biggest stars and one of the the biggest stars to come out of North America, you expect them a lot.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
You expect to be totally blown away.
Exactly.
But we were blown away. Actually, we were. Right, just in the wrong direction.
Exactly, just in the wrong direction. We weren't blown away for the right reasons. So it seems like we had to listen very, very hard to actually hear Wizkid on that song called One Dance.
Yeah, we listened, we heard the voice, we're not sure it was Wizkid, because it could have been anybody. When you feature someone on a song, we should hear the person should fully be present.
Right.
Presence of body, soul, and mind. We should be able to say, oh, that's our Wizkid. Wow, repping Nigeria. But that's not what happened in this case.
No.
It was, oh my God, it sounded really awful. Weren't sure what it was. Was that Wizkid? Was that some random person? What was this collabo all about? Because, oh, you don't even start. Because they did a collabo earlier on the Enigma track.
Yes, the remix, the second remix, by the way.
And I thought it was really great.
I thought it was all right. I wasn't blown away because I mean, we already liked the Enigma song, and then Wizkid goes and does a remix with Sarkodie from Ghana, and we're like, okay, two versions of one song we can manage. And then Wizkid goes a step further to do a second remix. That's three versions of one song. I thought it was overkill.
But really, we have these issues coming up every now and then of artists going to remix a song that is already done. If a song isn't quite done and you do a remix, then it makes a lot of sense. But when it seems like it's a perfect song, Enigma was trending like forever.
Yes.
Literally. It was a great song. It was clean. It was beautiful, and it was like a breath of fresh air from the usual shake, dance, bump it, and all that usually comes.
Nothing wrong with that, by the way. Bumpy.
Okay. But that's totally not my thing. So, yeah, for the Enigma, it could actually be an overkill. So, is this a case of somebody trying very hard to be paid back, or somebody trying hard to do a payback?
Right. That's a very interesting point, because I mean, if I was going to travel all the way from Nigeria to the United States to be featured on a song, and then I got a spot on the song that doesn't really seem like I was there, I would just say, can we just not do this? Because, I mean, it's embarrassing to see one of Nigeria's biggest stars being reduced to an auto-tune voice.
Yeah.
That we can't even hear.
can't even make out what he's saying.
Exactly.
And you're trying to convince yourself that this is Wizkid's voice that has been altered.
And you know, it's a bit bad for Wizkid at the moment, because I mean, coming off the Linda EKG spat, and then people are like, oh, your face, Linda. You know, he collaborated with Drake. Drake featured him. And then everyone is rushing to download that song and listen to it. And people are like, where's Wizkid? Dang, that's not good PR for Wizkid at the moment. I mean, being allegedly kicked out of your house, according to Linda, you know, being kicked out of your house because you might be broke and having a car on hire purchase. I don't know if that's true, but, and then coming off to this, I don't know. I kind of want to just reach out and give Wizkid a hug.
Oh, come on, reach out and hug. but then again, that takes us to the bigger issue of collabos. African artists, Nigerian artists Nigerian artists more collaborating with big artists in America, and it's looking like they're not doing us any favors. Like they're not allowing us shine in those tracks. D-Banj and Kanye West, for example.
Oh wow, I think that was probably the biggest saga in the Nigerian music industry. You know, D-Banj and Don Jazzy being associated with Kanye, and that was massive. And then all of a sudden, D-Banj was sort of limited to a guy flapping his hands in a video. It was kind of sad to watch that, because I mean, undoubtedly, if that's the right word, D-Banj is probably the biggest to come out of Nigeria, you know, and then seeing him flap his wings, and I'm like, okay, this is a bit embarrassing. And that was all that ever came out of that collaboration. Of course, it ended that long-term relationship he had with Don Jazzy, which, of course, some people say might have led to some sort of decline in D-Banj's career. That was not a good move for D-Banj.
And just thinking about what you said, I'm wondering if Drake is going to do a video of this one. What would we?
Oh wow!
Oh, Wizkid be doing that?
Let's think of funny scenarios. What would Wizkid be in Drake's video? We should start a hashtag. What would Wizkid be? I mean, the band just flaming
like a bird. Twitter.
Let's see. Considering we can't even hear what he's saying, for all we know, that's like an auto-tuned voice. So maybe, just maybe, Wizkid might be relegated to the role of a robot or something in that video. Or
but
I don't know.
Being a robot in the video is kind of huge.
Or maybe they'll show him on Skype or something, a screen grab.
That just sounds more like, you know, FaceTime chat.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's kind of embarrassing. But, you know, I mean, Drake. I don't know. Is Drake trying to just get some more Nigerian fan base and hope that maybe Nigerians will be so crazy about him featuring Wizkid? And you know, we pay a lot of money to these foreign artists that come here to perform. So is Drake trying to use Wizkid to get into that Nigerian market, make some massive money? I mean, Ciara was here just a few weeks ago and she definitely made some mad cash. Yeah, so is that what Drake is trying to do? And if he's trying to do it, why isn't he going about it the right way?
What would be the right way, Zibby?
Giving Wizkid a full verse at least.
No, but Wizkid also had a say, don't you think? So if we did the recording and you thought, oh, perhaps it wasn't there when the finished work was done, but if we did the recording and you thought you didn't exert yourself more, if you listen to that track, we're going to play track again, by the way. If you listen to that track, you would notice that the other person,
Kayla,
female, you could hear her voice. So if you'd never seen her or heard of her, that was a proper introduction.
Right.
But Wizkid that we already know, he's big.
He's big.
And he's reduced to nothing.
Oh, wow.
That's gross.
It is. I kind of feel bad for him. But, I mean, Wizkid, in my opinion, is a bit of a famza. Sorry, Wiz, it's the truth. Because, you know, Wizkid always wants to take pictures of himself with these foreign artists. I mean, it's good to be associated with your peers, but don't shove it down like that's all you want to be known for.
Yeah, but that's for his fans, not for the big artists. You think that makes any difference to a Drake or...
Well, you know, earlier, that was last year when Meek Mill and Davido had a collaboration on a song called Fans Me, which was banned in Nigeria for some reason. There was a bit of a back and forth with Davido and Wizkid at that point. So Davido featuring Meek Mill on one song, and then Drake or rather Wizkid featuring Drake on the second remix. Can I add second remix of that Oju Elegba song? So it seemed like it was time for their fans to go head to head.
Yeah.
And shortly after that, Meek Mill got into a spat with Drake and absolutely got floored. So the Nigerian fans from both parties were basically screaming for joy because it seemed like Wizkid had won because he got a collab with the bigger artist. So there is some sort of rivalry. So I believe Wizkid and his fans in ways, sorry Wiz.
So the rivalry here is between who and who exactly? Because
it could be between
Davido and Wizkid were singing together in another picture in the private jet just a few days ago.
Right.
It was trending for days, actually.
Yeah. Apparently they have made up. It just makes me wonder, like, are these things fake?
Well, what things?
These beefs.
If it will sell this song, maybe.
It probably would not sell this song. Sorry, with Drake. Once again,
it's not working.
Dan, sorry. I can't remember the name of the song.
Oh my goodness.
But so this just makes me think, are there some business deals that look good on paper, but in reality are not so great?
Yeah, because Kanye and the band, and here we are. And then again, now Wizkid and Drake. And it looks like the Nigerian artists are not getting a very good side of the cookie. Like, they could have done the videos of the songs without them, and no one would even notice. Yeah, so maybe we're being too pushy. We're being desperate to be out there, to be associated with an international star, an American. And what's more, I'm wondering, in Kanye's final album, the one the band was fluffing about on.
Yes.
Was the band after flapping the sing?
No, he just flapped his wings like a bird, like a crow. It was disgusting to see.
Okay, so I'm wondering if the band did a collab with Kanye West and he sang anything in it, was that song pushed as well? Because if you're saying I'm collaborating with an artist from a different continent, and I want to help their careers. I mean, just for that relationship's sake. Not that they're paying you more or anything. They've already paid you to be there. Is it not okay for me during my tours to invite them?
Exactly.
To be on stage with me? Because that is what glowing would be like for us in Nigeria. So, Whiskey Don't Blow means that you're watching a concert, a Kanye concert, or a Drake concert, and there he is performing, and he performs a song that they don't know, and a song like the Oju Elegba, they could do the collabo live on stage, and people like, okay, so this is that guy, and he does well say he's a Nigerian, a brother from Africa. Okay, I'm not say a brother, but
if he wants to push it a lot, like, yeah, that's my bro.
Yeah, so you do like a 7-stage tour, and you feature him in 2.
Okay,
I think that's generous enough. That's okay. But if you're not doing that, then why are we having a collabo?
Speaking about that, there is a Nigerian artist called Runtown. Absolutely love him. Seems like a really nice, down-to-earth guy. He's got some really good songs. He has a collaboration with Major Lazer. Now, Major Lazer, of course, is more from the European and the Caribbean side. But the thing is, because of that collabo, Runtown has been performing in the Caribbean countries. Like, they are pushing for Runtown. So that, to me, is a collaboration, a proper collaboration where both parties are trying to ensure that both parties get the best end of the deal. I think maybe the Americans are a bit more selfish regarding this because I don't see them pushing quite as hard. If Drake is pushing his one dance song, it's because it is his song, and he just threw Wizkid in there just to get a bit of that slice of African money.
No, because I remember the song Coming Home by P. Diddy.
Dirty Money and Skylar.
Yeah. The video was just off the hook, and I totally loved the ladies in it. But if they were auto-tuned, I wonder, would I have been able to relate with them listening and playing it as a radio DJ? I wouldn't have been. Because I've been wondering, what was that random voice, or what was that? Could have been anybody.
This makes me look at Drake in a different light. I always thought of Drake as a cool guy, but I think right now Drake is a pompous ASS.
Oh, no,
a pompous horse.
He's not. You just got waxed. You just realized that, no, he's not your type.
I think he was out to just steal the shine for himself. That's what it seemed like.
No, but he did not need a Wizkid on that track. So why was Wizkid on the track?
Yeah. Makes me wonder.
All right, so if you think it was a hit or a miss for Wizkid, let us know.
Yes. You can tweet me at ZibbyJ and tweet Enigma
at Enigma City.
Exactly. That's ENIGMA City. So tweet us. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. I mean, this is concerning one of our own. I mean, we celebrate this person here in Nigeria. He's like, he's got millions of fans all over. Mm-hmm. And seem reduced to that, it's a slap in the face to his fans.
Not just his fans, to us.
I don't know if the slap gets to me though.
I mean, it doesn't do Nigeria any justice. The president is doing some serious PR. This has been a good one. All right, so that's the much we will talk about this issue. Don't forget to tweet at us, and of course, we will do something with your feedback. Perhaps tweet at Drake or mention Drake as well.
And Wizkid. Maybe Linda KG as well. Reignite the flames. Fan the fires.
Oh my goodness.
Poke him.
Oh my goodness. So that's it. Just do well to give us feedback so we can give the feedback. Moving on, keep it going, keep it moving to those who want to do collabos. Perhaps they need to look closer at the contracts they sign.
Right.
That's if they even have legal team who's representing them. If they do not, it's a good time to start looking at it, because if it's not a hit, if it is a miss, then you've got like 20 steps. You've gone like 20 steps backwards instead of moving really fast. So that's it.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Enigma. This is a very special episode of the Zibby Show. We're talking about the One Dance Drake Wizkid saga. It's like sagas all over.
And we're going to have more collabs, by the way.
Definitely.
And I. So, okay.
Don't forget, you can go on the website. It's www.thezibbyshow.com to listen to this episode and, of course, previous episodes. I've had the show for a few years now, so there's a lot to just listen to. So the website again is thezibbyshow.com, and you can like the Facebook page. It's the Zibby Show. Don't forget you can tweet at us at ZibbyJ and at Enigma City. So take care, have a lovely day, and don't forget to share this podcast with your friends and even your haters.